And who's that jammed, you can take a guess at who it was, you know. But anyway, rest in peace to him regardless. None of this, whether he was involved or not, it's not going to bring him back.
Somebody tell her, I don't give a that son ain't here.
Like, if I was from Beckton and I heard Young Dizz was coming home, I promise you, my reaction would be, oh, for fuck's sake, bro. Why'd they release this guy? The ops are thinking that. And this Canada Goose is looking a little bit bugs. I cannot cap to you, bro. It just makes you look at the government and think, like, who signed off on freeing this man and thought this was a good idea? So Young Dizz has dropped his first song since he was released from prison. Now we're gonna obviously do a little bit of a reaction to the plugged in.
When I do these, I put my heart in this, like my name was YJ. Yeah. Starman let me out, now he wants me back, got me scratching my head like, make up your mind, mate.
He's just taking the piss at this point. He's taking the piss. The plugged in was decent. The beat was not the best, you know, but I expect we're gonna hear more from Young Dizz. And obviously The Independent have written an article as well. I don't like this paper because of that Keir Starmer bar. Obviously they're gonna write articles about it. And they're gonna write articles about this because, like, the only way these newspapers can make money now is through adverts, you know, because people are not, I don't even know if these lot have a real newspaper. Nobody's buying your newspapers. The only way for these lot to make money is by adverts, and the only way for them to get the traffic to view these adverts, to pay their bills, is to rage bait. So they're just praying that the people who you know will be angry with this see this, retweet it, get it going, click on this article so they can show you ads like this with cookies enabled and make some money and somehow survive. Newspapers like this, media like this, it won't be around for a long time. And I thought it's only right that we dive into Young Dizz's history and take a look at who he is, because a lot of you might not know who he is and why he is how he is now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to 2016, I believe it was, late 2016. I can't find the exact date because the video got taken down. The earliest one I can find is 4 years ago upload. But this song changed drill, how they rap when it ain't on piss. Wanna talk about riding, all day trying to tape off strips. No face, no case, no witness, no case, no trace, no prints. You don't want to take that risk. This is arguably one of the greatest drill songs of all time. And CB is one of the greatest drill artists of all time. Now, why am I talking about CB when we're talking about Young Dizz? Well, for me personally, I found out about Young Dizz after I was listening to CB. I was thinking, damn, this CB guy's rapping crazy. Who the hell could his ops be, bro? I wouldn't want to be them. Well, Young Dizz, 6th. ACG were his ops, and CB is 7th from Forest Gate, ACG is from Beckton. And I don't want to talk too much about this gang stuff because I don't want to promote it, nor do I really care about it, but there are a few people that I'm close with, some that I used to be close with, that have some involvement in this beef. Not directly involved, but there's some involvement in this beef, you know? So I'm not sure what Young Dizz's actual first song that he ever released was. Now remember, I did some research into Young Dizz way back in the day, and I came across this Mad About Bars, and it's ridiculous.
I leave a man chefed up and off Twitter. It ain't nothing to me, it ain't nothing. I'm gripping man's shirt and it's ripping out his buttons, yo. It ain't nothing to me, it ain't nothing, yo.
You know, like, this is just some real stuff, you know, like, this man is a demon, bruv. Honestly, like, Young Dizz has something about his music, same with CB, that when you're listening to them, you know they're not lying. There's no doubt in your mind that what they're talking about, what they're saying is all factual. But what got me was at this point, I think it's here.
You have to put hot water bottles on the covers.
For a whole 3 minutes, he's not even using a beat. He's on Kenny All-Star's Mad About Bars. He's not even freestyling over a beat. He's just talking real shit.
I put some on, they did some shit they weren't meant to do.
This is when Link Up TV did the mic check, where usually it was a song that was already out. You know, C-Biz had an iconic one as well, where you just come there with the guys and live perform the song. Link Up TV were ahead of their time with this, to be honest. I think something like that would go off now. The ops don't make it a week.
And the doctor said if one more time you would have done that speak.
And you'll recognize these lot, Twin. That's what, I'm not sure which twin it is, but that's one of the twins there at the front.
Wanna know about me? Wanna know about us?
Oh my god, he's on the A406 there, bro. You know how many times, you know, on the A406, yeah, this is the point where, like, you're in East London, but midway between the drive on the A406 from North to East London, there's a point where the average speed cameras are not there anymore. As soon as the average speed cameras stop, you've left Northwest, now you're in North London. And that stretch is lovely. There's cameras there, but there's no averages. As long as you got Waze, you're good. And then this is the point of the A406 where it's like you're in East London. So you'll notice at this point, once you get to this point on the A406, you know, like that's where it gets all mad and hectic. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. Because East London's just full of mad drivers. You know what I mean? Different type of driving out there. The faces of this beef in East London has always been Young Dizz and CB. I'm going to check if this is on Reddit before I say it. Okay, I don't even think this is on Reddit, but I could be completely wrong. I want nothing to do with this gang nonsense, but what I think I can recall that I heard, and take this with a pinch of salt, guys. Yeah, what I heard is Young Dizz got caught lacking by the opposition. They him up a couple of times and they tried to shoot him in the head, but the gun jammed. I can't find any of this on Reddit. I could be recalling this wrong, but that is what I remember that I heard. And whose gun that jammed, you can take a guess at who it was. We're not going to dive into the beef, but after CJ got killed, Young Dizz dropped what to this day is probably one of the most heartless, demonic, cold, like verses we've ever heard on a drill song. And it's more the context that gives it that, because yeah, we've heard more outrageous things said on drill songs as time's gone on, like smoking on this, smoking on that, whatever, you know, but this was like 7 years ago, because the happened in 2017, so this was like 7 years ago. Young Dizz hopped on the song with M24, a couple of other guys, Mayhem, and this shocked everybody because back then people were not really talking like this on drill songs, you know, so this kind of took it to the next level. This was that cruddy drill, bro.
They took two of my tunes down. Somebody tell her I don't give a that her son ain't here. And I was laughing when I saw the pic of her mum just bury her kid. Care that man had his whole life ahead, got shit and his boy got
I don't even think there's anything for me to add to that. When it blurred at first, they blurred out CJ and they still took the song down, of course, because this was like, you know, is outrageous. And then S13 CGE, he's from Plasto. I think he's doing like 10 years in prison now or something like that. But this song back in the day, I remember listening to this one and he kind of responded.
This on CJ, first things first, let me clear it up. That's my little bro, but I swear that he weren't involved.
You know, but anyway, rest in peace to him regardless. None of this, whether he was involved or not, it's not going to bring him back. We could talk about the beef all day, guys, but we're not going to do that. So what ended up happening after that, Young Dizz ended up getting sentenced for kidnapping a youth for over £1,500 or something like that. Like, it's brutal. I did make a video on this 2 months ago when he first got released. You guys should go and check this out. You know, gives you some good insight. Let me just like my own video. Yep.
He then says that you come back a few minutes later with a kettle and that you go to pour it over his head.
Is find distressing footage of the on the suspect's phone.
Bring your face here. Bring your face here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Come closer.
Yeah, it's just some disturbing stuff in it. You guys can watch that video. If you want to watch the full documentary, you can find it on BBC or something in it. So we ended up getting sentenced to 12.5 years in jail, and he did make a song called 12.5. Okay, they actually ended up taking the song down, so the song's not even up there anymore, but he made a song called 12.5 years.
Name holds weight in every jail. Man, know I'm pattern. I'm waiting on a call from the jury. I got a call, let's see what happened.
And no, actually, looking at a news article, apparently he was sentenced to more than 23 years in prison. So he had accomplices. He had two 16-year-olds, two 14-year-olds, and they all kidnapped. And bro, being kidnapped is just, fam, it's not fun, innit? I sound like a broken record now, but from someone who's gone through it, it is not fun. And the worst part, imagine being kidnapped by this man, by Young Dizz, brother. Honestly, bruv, fam. And around the same time, his arch nemesis CB ended up getting sentenced to 23 years for pointing a gun at the police officers. But CB is gonna get his own video, so we're not gonna cover that too much here because CB deserves his own video. I'm gonna have to take you guys' virginity cards back because I've been on UK Reddit trying to do some more research into this. Just prepare to give your virginity back. But here, as we can see, Young Dizz looking like Superman in jail, and Young Dizz reposted this, and this was about 5 years ago while he was in jail. So yeah, it was looking more bolo there. I can't lie, Young Dizz, man. You were looking more bolo in jail still. Looking more bolo in jail than you doing the plugged in, brother. And then there's a video of him allegedly getting, you know, handled in jail by the govs. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Looking good, bruv. Looking good, bruv. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine having 5 people, bruv, trying to pin you. Oh, it's mad, fam. Yep, they put him through the thing. Just the whole mad thing went on in jail. You know how jail gets. Well, I mean, I don't know, and you don't know, and hopefully we'll never have to know.
Man's gonna do the church thing right now. That's what's gonna happen.
And he even ended up linking up with that fucking pussy old Pastor Toby who's getting deported soon. Big up Yvette Cooper again. Big up Yvette Cooper for, you know, getting that parasite out of the country. Pastor Toby's gonna get deported. If you want to hear more about that story, I did a full breakdown of his history and why he's such a parasite. I'll link that video on the screen now.
Gospel drill.
Gospel drill, yeah. So holy. Gospel drill. That's what Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross for, so we could make gospel drill. I'm sure he's happy with that. But yeah, unsurprisingly, this church didn't change Young Dizz and he ended up in prison. And I know a lot of you guys are probably interested in the beefs, but I'm sure there's loads of videos talking about the new and beef, you know. So if you want to go look and research and find out more about the beef, go and do that. You're not going to find that out here. Here, we just look at situations, give you a breakdown so you know enough, and we look at how this person can get out of this. I try and let you leave the video showing you that there's always a way to change your life, bro. There's always a way to get yourself on the right right track. Life is a game. Look at where you are in the game. Figure out how to progress in the game. So people say Keir Starmer freed him, but it was Shabana Mahmood who freed him. Shabana Mahmood is the Secretary of Justice. She's the one who signed the bill that released everybody. Young Dizz has been home 2 months now, and he dropped a plugged in, and we're going to go back to that. And the man is still #1 on trending for music. Listen. Young Dizz, build up off of this, all right? Build up off of this. Spend more time in the studio. Get better at music. Because, yeah, you're obviously going to talk your crud because you're like, bruv, what, if you saw my video about Yanko, brother, again, Yanko don't like this guy either, you know? So, if you saw yesterday's video, just to make it clear as well, Yanko, you lot heard Yanko. Yanko does not like Young Dizz either, all right? So, Newham's just a mess. You see this, yeah? Like... It's F28, baby. Fumes, give me a bottle, bro. I will have it right here. Oh, no, you lot couldn't see Chung Lee the whole time. No. I'll put up next to Chung Lee if you give me an F28 bottle. Chung Lee will be chilling next to the F28 bottle if you just send me a bottle, man. But Young Dizz is, you can just tell he's the boss of the block. Like, I want you guys, to put it into perspective for you guys, did you guys watch Top Boy? I'm sure you watched Top Boy. You remember when Dave, aka Modi, came home? I guarantee you it was exactly like that when this guy came home. Promise you. Same vibe, same aura. Promise you. Like, if I was from Beckton and I heard Young Dizz was coming home, I promise you, my reaction would be, oh, for fuck's sake, bro. Why'd they release this guy? The ops are thinking that, and I promise you, his gang, a lot of his gang are probably thinking that as well. Because Young Dizz, you can tell he's somebody who does not give a fuck about being liked or give a fuck about anything. What he says goes. Unless you're one of the twins, you don't care, bruv. Do what the fuck he says, brother. Yeah, you want to go glide? You want to go glide? Bro, we need to glide now, bro. I don't really want to. Brother, get in the car and go. It's that vibe. I promise you. Seen it before. Promise you. And this Canada Goose is looking a little bit bugs. I cannot cap to you, bro. The fur's looking a little bugs, man. Like, whoever this is as well, bro. I swear, this is not no shots, bro. I'm just, you know, maybe I'll cut this out of the video. Anyway, Fumes is like, oh, this should stream well. It should do well. Oh, this should bring me some money in, man. Yes, 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 get that money, my brother. But yeah, what can Young Dizz do? I don't really know. You know, someone like him who's so involved, so like, it's just him focusing on music, getting to a point in music where he's able to make commercialized, marketable music that can appeal to a lot of people is just a myth, to be completely honest with you. Someone like Young Dizz in his position, bro, he only hops on music to talk about his ops, bro. That's his only goal. He don't give a damn about this music thing. He doesn't seem reformed at all, you know, so I'll be real. I just don't. I don't know, fam. I don't know, bruv. I don't know. This is one of them ones where I'm just like, bro, why'd they free this man? It just makes you look at the government and think, like, who signed off on freeing this man and thought this was a good idea? Like, yeah, there's people sending racist tweets, but the net benefit is probably higher with the person who's sending out racist tweets. You know what I mean? I don't know, fam. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm ill, so I'm sorry if this video is probably not up to par with the other ones, but I am sick. I got a lot going on behind the scenes, you know, but next year, you lot are going to see. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Hey, Chung Lee, what do you think about Young Dizz? I know he's even more crazy than Yanko, and he's more experienced than Yanko. I know. And I don't think he's going to change either. I don't think he's going to change either. Yep. You think I'm even at risk for making this video? You know what? Because I'm so far away from that part of London, I should be okay. I should be okay, man. Goddamn. Oh, and actually, guys, fun fact, I'm not on the right browser right now. I'm not signed in on Twitter, but literally just before Young Dizz was released, I tweeted out, I can't believe Young Dizz is home next year. We're really getting old. And it turned out he came out this year, and Young Dizz, I think he responded to the retweet. I don't know if I can find it. I can't find it, but Young Dizz responded to the tweet saying home sooner than you think. And he was home sooner than we thought. So yeah, I predicted that. I was the first one. I called it the closest. You know, I got the closest guess. I'm like, nah, this guy's got to come home soon. He's been in jail for a minute. Anyway, guys, in a bit. Peace.